Suppose there are two partners, A and B, and they were sharing their profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. And this was the balance sheet on 31st December 2010. I mean to say this is the balance sheet of A and B. On asset side, building 40,000, cash 15,000, profit and loss account 5,000, furniture 20,000, and total 80,000. Liability side, capital for A 30,000, B's capital 30,000, reserve fund 10,000 rupees, creditors 10,000 rupees, total 80,000 rupees. And on the same date, C comes as a new partner for 1/4 share. He brings 20,000 as capital and 5,000 as goodwill. And it was decided to appreciate building by 20% and depreciate furniture by 10%. Goodwill account was raised. It's a new thing for you. Goodwill account was raised. I'll explain you later. So let's start our questions. First of all, we have to set the ratio. Their old ratio was 3:2. I mean to say for A and B, and C comes as a new partner. If the question is silent regarding ratio, I mean to say old ratio has been given and the share of new partner is given, no more information, then it is quite easy to calculate all the ratios. Then old ratio and sacrificing ratio will be the same. Means old ratio was 3:2 and the sacrificing ratio will be 3:2. And the new ratio, I have already given you shortcut. C is coming for 1/4 share and the difference between 1 and 4 is 3. Multiply 3 by 3 for A and multiply 3 by 2 for B. It will be 9 and 6. Then add 3 and 2. The total is 5 and multiplied by 1. This is the upper value of C share, means 5. So new ratio will be 9:6:5. Now we'll start journal entries. First of all, we have to distribute accumulated profit if there is any accumulated profit in the firm. If we look at the liability side, there is reserve fund, rupees 10,000. All accumulated profits are found on the liability side of the balance sheet. What it means? It means A and B, they made a profit of rupees 10,000, maybe last year, maybe 10 years ago. We don't know about that. But this profit was earned by A and B. But this profit was not transferred to capital accounts. That's why it's lying on the liability side of the balance sheet. So it will be distributed between A and B before the entry of C. The reason being, if C enters the firm and this profit is not distributed, and legally C will become entitled to this profit. So before his entry, the profit will be distributed. Reserve fund is on liability side. What it means? It's carrying credit balance. If you want to remove anything from the liability side, you will have to debit it. So we will debit reserve fund account debit 10,000 to A's capital to B's capital 6,000, 4,000. This accumulated profit will be distributed in the old ratio, and the old ratio was 3:2. So in this way, we have debited reserve fund. It means it has been removed from the balance sheet. And number 2, A's capital and B's capital have been credited. It means we have increased the balance of A's capital and B's capital. Whenever we credit any capital, it means we are going to increase the balance in the balance sheet. Now, distribute all the accumulated losses. Is there any accumulated loss? Have a look at the asset side. Yes, there is profit and loss account on the asset side and for rupees 5,000. So the journal entry will be A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to profit and loss account. It means it has been distributed in the old ratio of 3:2. So the amounts will be 3,000, 2,000 and 5,000. Now we'll pass the journal entries for revaluation. There are only two transactions. Building has been appreciated. It's a gain by 20%. 20% of 40,000, 8,000. So journal entry will be building account debit to revaluation account 8,000. Then furniture has been depreciated. Our asset is going to decrease. It's a loss. So the journal entry will be revaluation account debit to furniture, and the amount will be 10% of 20,000, that is 2,000 rupees. Now leave the space for one journal entry because we have to pass the journal entry for loss or profit on account of revaluation, and it has to be transferred to A and B in their old ratio. So this profit and loss can be ascertained only when we prepare revaluation account. At this moment, we can't prepare the ledger account because we are in the process of passing journal entry. So leave the space for one journal entry. Now, new partner is coming with 25,000 rupees. So what will be the journal entry? Cash account debit to C's capital, 25,000 rupees. And immediately, there will be adjustment journal entry for goodwill. You know, out of 25,000, 5,000 is for goodwill, and this amount will be transferred from C's capital to A's and B's capital. You know it very well. The journal entry, I mean to say adjustment entry for goodwill, is always passed in sacrificing ratio. And in this question, the sacrificing ratio is 3:2. So journal entry will be C's capital account debit to A's capital to B's capital. 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Now let's look at the new additional information. Goodwill account was raised. What is the meaning of raise? It means the partners decided to keep goodwill account in the books. They want to make it appear in the books. Goodwill is an asset. Of course, it is intangible assets. But you know, all assets are shown in the balance sheet. And previously, there was no goodwill account in the balance sheet on asset side. But we want to create it. Now the question is how much? It's not clearly written in the question. So we'll assume that it was raised at full value. Now the question is, what is the full value? It can be calculated on the basis of C's share of goodwill. You know, he has brought rupees 5,000 as goodwill for 1/4 share. It means 1/4 share of goodwill is equal to 5,000. So the full value of the goodwill will be equal to 5,000 into 4/1. That is 20,000 rupees. It means the full value of the goodwill is at present rupees 20,000. That's why C was asked to bring rupees 5,000 for 1/4 share. So it means we have to create goodwill account by rupees 20,000. Actually, as per our concepts and conventions, we are not supposed to keep goodwill account in the books unless we have incurred the money cost on getting goodwill. But this thing is not clear in the question, and we can't do anything because we have been instructed to create goodwill account or to raise goodwill account or keep the goodwill account in the books, whatever you call it. That's the same thing. We have to follow the instruction of the examiner. So I'm going to create goodwill account. You know, whenever we want to create some asset, we have to debit it. So goodwill account will be debited rupees 20,000. One thing more, whenever you raise goodwill account, all the partners will credit for this thing. So the journal entry will be goodwill account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital. Because new partner is getting involved in this journal entry, so we'll have to apply the new ratio, and the new ratio is 9:6:5. So the amounts will be 20,000, 9,000, 6,000 and 5,000. So be careful whenever we are asked to create or to raise goodwill account. We have to pass the journal entry goodwill account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital.